Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like Generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500 plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like Generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500 plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever you are joining from. So, I'll be sharing my screen so we can start with the session. Please allow me a minute. And here we go. I hope my screen is visible to you all. And thank you so much joining for today's session. A warm welcome to you all to Global Skill Development Concept Studio, AI in delivery, solving real project management challenges with generative AI. With the theme that is generative AI is transforming delivery project management by automating tasks, improving planning, and solving real execution challenges. My name is Preetham. I'll be here as a moderator. Let me know if you have any concern during the session. You can reach out to me over the chat box and I'll make sure that I'll be taking care of it. And you all know that we had this incredible panel of speaker aligned for this entire series. And today we have Iman Debiel with us. She's an award-winning project leader, senior manager at BBK Bank. And she'll be taking us through the topic that is AI in action roadmap to integrating AI into project management. So before she could start with her session, we would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization, GSDC. We known as Global Skill Development Council. We are vendor agnostic, vendor neutral. We are globally recognized certification body and we are accredited by ABICP. We do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals across the world. We have 500 SMEs, those are subject matter expert, industry experts. They work with us closely to design our deliverables. Also, we are associated with 1,000 multinational corporates and 500 Fortune companies and 50 plus universities across the globe. A very proud thing to inform you all that we do have 100 plus authorized training partner across the globe. We have partner in Asia, Africa, Canada, America, and many other countries. So I would love to thank you those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you're looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partners. I'll share the contacts in the chat box so you can have an inquiry in case if you're looking for any training program. Special thanks to our official media partner, World Press Hub, for covering all our events and press releases. So let me quickly introduce you all to GSDC AI Studio. We have recently introduced this to all our audience where we are providing 100 plus live session on AI, which is led by global expert. This includes 4 daily session where you'll be getting 45 minutes of impactful live session led by global expert. You'll be getting an opportunity to learn directly from the global expert around the world and you can apply the concept immediately whatever you learn in that particular session, and also there's a platform where you can resolve your queries instantly, and this training is aligned with the industry standards for job ready skills. So you can start learning GSDC with the GSDC AI Studio for 30 days for completely free, where we are providing 80 plus live session and full access to the GSDC Studio. And the next step is that you can opt out for GSDC lifelong membership with $109, where you'll be getting access, lifetime access, 80 plus live sessions, access to full GSDC Studio, free GSDC membership, access to all of our physical events, and LinkedIn improver, profile improver. And the third step that you can opt out for GSDC certification lifetime membership, and this is only limited time offer. You can opt out this for $100, where you'll be getting access to GSDC certification, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone project plus AI tools, GSDC Copilot, and assessment. So, if you want more information regarding this, you can reach out to a learning advisor. I'll share the contact details in the chat box. So our current certification portfolio holds certification on different spams like L&D and HR, Gen AI, Agentic AI, emerging technologies. I also lead auditor and implementer, project management and PMO, agile DevOps, SRE, cybersecurity, and digital transformation. So in case if you're looking for any of this certification in order to upskill yourself or to stay industry relevant, you can definitely reach out to a learning advisor to get more information, or you can visit our website, which is www.gsdcouncil.org, to check all the offerings that GSDC has for all of you. So without any further delay, I would love to quickly tell you all more about Eman. She's a transformation management leader with over 15 years of experience in various industry. She has held senior position and led successful transformation project. Eman is also one top one Amazon best-selling author, Green PMO, and keynote speaker in her field. She's actively involved in the project management community and holds prestigious certifications. Eman is also award-winning professional in 2025. She got the GMP Global Gold Award Sustainability Thought Leader in 2024. She got the AACE Award Outstanding Women in the Project Management, Project Controls, and her recent initiative, Green PMO, won the Powerlist Middle East Award for the Best Sustainable Initiative. Eman is a doctorate student at UCLA examining the moderating role of PMO on the relationship between ESG adoption and the organizational performance. We're delighted to have you, Iman, with us for the today's session. Thank you so much for joining. You can have the handover of the virtual mic now. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm really happy to be with all of you today. It's such a pleasure to join you and to join this community. Thank you so much, GSDC, for having me today, and I'm looking forward to this session. I hope it's gonna be a useful one. Let me just share my screen and are you able to see my screen on a presentation mode?
Yes, not yet. Okay, we can see it now. Perfect.
You can see it. Okay, perfect. So our session today would be about AI in action, the roadmap to integrating the AI into the project management office. I am Iman Dabel, as was introduced by Pritam from Bahrain. I am Bahraini, based in Bahrain. I'm working for Bahrain. So basically, I am the first Bahraini woman who got the PFMP and the diploma in ESG. I was the first certified. Other credentials include a strategy implementation professional, certificate and balance scorecard, certifications, and some IT governance work, and then project management professional and the Prince 2. I'm also a doctorate student examining the impact of ESG and financial performance, the PMO role as a moderating factor. I'm very interested in AI. I'm an AI advocate so far, but I did not get any certifications in AI. I deliver awareness sessions in AI though. I used to be a former Big Four consultant with Deloitte with 15 years of total diversified experience. I managed so many different engagements, setting up PMOs and setting up frameworks for the PMOs. So I am a PMO professional. I'm not an AI professional, but I am an AI advocate as such. I think Pritam has done a great job identifying all the awards that I got so far. So let's just delve deeper into the topic. So we will start by an introduction in which we will highlight the what and the why, and then we will be speaking about the how by specifying all the components of the operating model and how we can actually develop activities across all the different components across different phases as well. Okay. So what would be the keywords that will be utilized or leveraged in this presentation? The keywords would be the PMO, apparently, Project Management Office, that is defined according to the PMI or the project management body of knowledge as the organizational body or the entity that overlooks all the projects within your portfolio, within your organization, making sure that all the projects are strategically aligned to your strategy and are strategically aligned to your vision as an organization. So this is the role of the PMO or the main aspect of the PMO. The artificial intelligence, on the other hand, is the technology that enables the computers and the machines to simulate the human learning or the comprehension or the problem solving or the decision making, etc., 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 according to IBM. And there are a lot of definitions in the literatures. If we go back to the AI, there are a lot of things that indicates what AI exactly means and how we can actually move across all the different elements of the AI, because there is the agentic AI, mented AI, there's the predictive AI. There are a lot of elements when it comes to AI. So what would be the glue that would connect PMO to AI? I think the glue would be the operating model, how we can operate things, how we can work on things, how we can deploy an operating model with all the different components that would glue the AI with the PMO, that could actually integrate PMO and AI. Yeah, so we will be speaking more about the operating model and all the different components of the operating model in the next slides. But before that, let's just highlight all the PMO or the project management office gaps that we are observing today. When it comes to people, for instance, there are a lot of administrative tasks that are being handled by the PMO staff. And they are really feeling bored and feeling that those tasks are not adding any value to us. Those tasks are tedious and they are daunting, and they do add no value whatsoever to the organization itself, because it's all about collecting all the status updates, collecting the progress updates, and then consolidating all the data in one report or in one dashboard, and then providing that feedback to the management and waiting for the management to decide on things. And that management could be influential or influenced by political agendas in some of the cases in some organizations. So this is when it comes to the people. Yeah, when it comes to processes, for instance, we have a lot of, a lot of different processes and a lot of workflows within the PMO that are not standardized. They are not consistent across the board. Everyone is adopting his own models. Everyone is adopting his own templates. Everyone is leveraging his own thinking process. So basically, and even risk management is not really established in a way that that is adding value. It's not really a forecasting or a predictive type of analytics. It's just a checklist exercise that we are trying to clear out as project managers. So this is also one of the pain points when it comes to PMO. What are the other pain points when it comes to data and technology? There are a lot of siloed systems, different platforms for different things. You're collecting the data from, different sources of a truth. You don't have one single source of truth to collect all the data and to narrate from that particular single source of truth. You have different platforms across the board, and you're collecting all these things from those platforms, which makes it inconsistent, inaccurate, and lack of integrity is there, lack of credibility is there. Management cannot trust the reports that comes out from the PMO anymore because of this inconsistency and lack of credibility. Yep. And when it comes to governance, we highlighted some of the political, influence and the agendas when it comes to selection and prioritizing of projects in particular. So the decision making is reactive, it's not proactive, and it's not based on data, it's based on personal judgments and subjective factors and political influence. Whoever has the loudest voice on the table would win that argument. There is no such data-driven decisions when it comes to deciding on priorities for the projects. Those are just, main key pain points. They are not everything. There are a lot of things underneath each and every pillar of those. And the reason I selected those pillars in particular is that those pillars will compromise the or will actually formulate the operating model for us going forward. The operating model consists normally of people, processes, data, technology, and governance. Those are the main key pillars of the operating model, and that's why I selected those pillars to highlight the PMO gaps. So the question here that we need to raise here in this context and in this session, how can AI help? Can AI help, first of all, and how it can help us, And that's why we need to move to the operating model. And this is where I will spend most of the time of the audience speaking about the operating model components and then highlighting the roadmap or the proposed roadmap for taking the PMO from being traditional PMO to an AI-enabled PMO. Yeah. So what are those components of the operating model? The people, as we said. And when we speak about the people here, we're speaking about the hierarchy, the structure, the reporting lines, the roles, the responsibilities that are under each person within the PMO, the authority levels, the competencies, the training, the performance matrix of everyone, the culture that comprise the PMO itself. The processes, on the other hand, would be the workflows, the end-to-end workflows and the operating procedures that would transform all the inputs, all the things that you're collecting here to some outputs to deliver some value to the beneficiaries or to the stakeholders who are actually part of that process. So people and processes are part of the operating model. What else? Technology is another part of the operating model, the systems, the applications, the platforms, the tools, the infrastructure, everything that could support the business process as a technology would be part of the technology pillar. And everything is intertwined. Everything is connected to the rest of the things. It's not built in isolation of the other things. Everything is connected. You'll notice now that the technology is connected to the data. The governance is connected to the processes. People are connected to the processes. Everything is connected to everything, literally. There are a lot of literatures around the operating model, by the way, and there are a lot of operating models that were designed by different consulting firms like Gartner, Deloitte, EY, KPMG, everyone, McKinsey, everyone has its own model for the operating model, its own design, let's say, and the components for that design, but those are the main ones. And some other literatures, they will refer to them as the POTI. POTI stands for processes, organization, T, technology, and I for information. They are all related to each other at the end of the day. That's what I want to highlight. The data, when it comes to the structured and the unstructured data, and how it can help in decision-making, how it can help in performance measurement and insight generation, and then delivering, data-driven type of decisions or informed decisions for the management. The governance, when it comes to the framework that will actually governs all the procedures, the risks, the controls that will be put in place, the decision-making rights, the authorities, all of these things are related to the governance as such. So moving forward, the operating model in the context of the PMO and AI in particular, what does that mean to us? What does people, processes, technology, data, and governance means to the integration, the marriage between the PMO and the AI? People, who are our project managers? What is the structure for the PMO? What are the roles and responsibilities under the PMO? Who's responsible for what? Who's authorized to do what exactly? What are the decision-making mechanism? What is the governance structure for the people within the PMO? The processes, what are the workflows that's part of the PMO work? What is the project life cycle? Those processes could actually contain things like the demand management, the intake process, then prioritization and selection, identification and classification of the projects, the execution of the projects, and then the monitoring mechanism for the whole projects. Those things are the key processes of the PMO, the normal and the typical processes for any PMO in the world. Yeah, so those are the processes in the context of the PMO. When it comes to technology, means the PPM tools, for instance, the project management tools, the portfolio management tools, all the dashboards, all the workflow automations, all these things are related to the technology pillar of the operating model. The data lake that we are trying to establish, what is exactly the data warehouse and the data lake that we are trying to build, whether it's in-house or it's on the cloud, for instance, the performance matrix, the predictive analytics, all of these things are related to the data pillar of the operating model. And then the governance would be the steering, the portfolio steering, who's responsible for approving what are the authorities, what is the authority matrix, the decision-making mechanism. All these things comes under the governance part of the PMO. So this is the main slide, I would say, the main slide of this presentation. And you will notice here that there will be a vertical and a horizontal type of dimension. Yeah. The vertical dimension would be for the operating model components, the people, processes, technology, data, and governance. And then the horizontal dimension would be for the stages in which you have to go through in order for you to integrate or to facilitate the marriage between the AI and the PMO. Yeah, so the first stage would be the foundation, in which you will be able to build awareness, assess the readiness, establish the AI PMO integration strategy. All these things comes under the foundational type of activities. What are the type of activities that you need to establish? Now we will see. Yeah, and the estimated timeline for establishing the foundation would be 0 to 3 months, for instance, as an example, but that depends on the appetite of the organization and the maturity of the organization. So in some other organizations, it will be 0 to 6 months. In other organizations, it will be 0 to 12 months, for instance. So it really depends on the type of organization you're dealing with and the appetite and the maturity of that particular organization. So foundation, as we said, building the awareness and assessing the readiness. Now, moving to the second stage, which is the integration. Here, you need to embed the AI into the EPMO operations. You need to embed it, you need to facilitate that marriage, and you need to enable AI into the PMO processes. The optimization is the last stage, which is the last stage in maturity, let's say, in which you are maturing the AI integration and the PMO. Here, you are evolving into a data-driven and AI-enabled PMO. So from traditional to AI-enabled PMO. And the estimated timeline for this 12 to 24 months as a proposed timeline. But in some other organizations, it would take more time to optimize this thing. So what are the activities under each pillar of those? When it comes to the foundational activities for the people pillar, it will be establishing the AI awareness, gathering all the people around the table, establishing that AI awareness, delivering training for them, educating them how to adapt to AI, educating them on the different tools, their uses, the prompt engineering, how you can develop your commands, how you can develop your prompts, what AI tools could be leveraged for which purposes exactly. This all comes under the AI awareness. Then you will be establishing or assessing the capabilities of those people within the PMO. Yeah, what are the skill sets that they are requiring? What are the skill sets that they are missing? Yeah, so you will be, based on this, the capability assessment, you will be developing a training plan for the PMO people. You'll be developing a training plan in which you will be addressing all the gaps that you have identified during the capability assessment phase. Yeah, you will be bridging those gaps by actually tailoring specific training courses for them. Yeah, so this is when it comes to the people under the first stage. When it comes to the processes under the first stage, here you will be having an assessment on the AI readiness for your processes. So you will be actually drafting, or let's say identifying all the different processes within your PMO, and then you will be assessing whether are you AI ready or not for such process. Would you like to incorporate AI into such process or not? Would you like to incorporate AI into the prioritization and selection, for instance? Would you like to incorporate it into decision making? Would you like to incorporate AI in status update reporting? Yeah, so you will be asking such questions under each process of the PMO, and then you will be drafting all the process mapping, let's say, and you will be also able to select the use cases from the process map. Those two activities would work hand in hand, because basically based on the process that you are mapping, based on the processes that you are mapping, you will be identifying the use cases that you are going to select later on, yeah, for the redesigning stage, in which you will be incorporating AI into the PMO work. When it comes to the technology, here you will be able to identify all the tools that you're currently using, identify the gaps in those tools. What are you using currently? Do you use Jira? Do you use PPM? Do you use P3PM? You know, what tool exactly are you using, and what gaps in that tool is hindering you from the integration with the AI? Yeah, you will be identifying the tools, you will be identifying the gaps in each tool. And then you will be identifying also what AI platform would you like to incorporate, or what AI platform would you like, or what platform in general would you like to incorporate AI in? Yeah, would you like to make it AI enabled? Would you like to partner with any other partners? Would you like to select another vendor for your work under the technology, for establishing the infrastructure for the integration? And then you will be also able to develop your sandbox environment in which you will be experimenting things with the AI. It's like your testing environment for deploying AI into your environment and testing out things without hindering the progress in the production environment. When it comes to the data, you will be also establishing some data governance rules. Yeah, what is the data classification for this? What is the data ownership for this? And that depends mainly on the processes that you have identified, because for each process you will be having inputs and outputs, as we have highlighted before. So some of the inputs would be data, yeah, data inputs. Some of the outputs would be data outputs. So those processes will help you out when you map them to identify also the data requirements for each process, and then you will be able to identify the data governance behind each data type. You know, what is the classification for this data? What is the ownership for this data, etc., etc. Here you will be also able to establish the data integration blueprint as such. It's your plan for the data integration going forward. Without data, there is no AI. Yeah, as simple as this. The data is the thing that would drive, or when it would enable the AI to work. So without data, there is no AI. Here you will be able to identify exactly what is your blueprint for the data going forward to integrate AI into your PM. Is the governance model that you are going to adopt. So policies, you will be able to review the policies here, identify all the policies first of all, and then review all the policies, which policies we can incorporate AI in, which policies would hinder me from incorporating AI because of regulatory requirements, because some regulatory requirements might not be really AI friendly, you know, so you have to bear in mind also this part, especially if you are operating in a regulated type of environment, like the banks, for instance, or the telecommunications industry, in which there are a lot of regulations here and there. Also, here you will be doing a risk assessment for all the risks that you might observe later by incorporating AI into your project management office. Also, here you will be assessing the decision gates and the update for those decision gates. There are a lot of decision gates when it comes to your process, and this is connected to your processes again. So process mapping will lead you to such process of identifying all the decision gates and the update for those decision gates. The thing I would like to highlight here is that those are, as we said, interconnected. Everything here is interconnected. It requires only someone who's visionary as a PMO leader who can see all the different dots and connect those dots together and bridge the gaps between the different areas within the operating model. Yeah. So moving forward to the next phase, which is the integration. Under the people, you will be establishing your champions network. What we mean by the champions network is just a model that you are going to incorporate in order for you to put a champion in each department of your organization who's responsible, for the AI, to provide you with AI data or AI, let's say, type of information with regards to the projects that are underneath that department, Here also you will be establishing new AI roles and new AI agents, AI assistants within your organization as a PMO. As a PMO, you will be having some AI roles. The performance alignment, you will be connecting all these AI mandatory requirements to some performance KPIs in order for you to make sure that people are adhering to such new requirements for adopting AI. So there will be some KPIs related to such thing. Under the second pillar, which is the processes, here you'll be able to to redesign your processes because you have already mapped them, you have identified all the use cases, then you will be able to redesign the processes. You'll be able by redesigning the processes to automate some of the workflows. You'll be able to embed some of the AI agents that you identify from the use cases within the automated workflows. Yesterday, I was attending a session about how you can integrate AI with PMO. And the trainer in that session was highlighting that you can create AI agents, for instance, for predictive analytics, for status updates, for prioritization and selection for the projects, in which you can highlight that those projects needs to be strategically aligned to my project, and then that AI agent would be responsible for highlighting all the key areas that are underneath that project that is in line with your strategy. And that will enable some sort of data-driven type of decisions instead of just going by the political influence of each stakeholder sitting on the table. Also here you'll be able to predict the project management workflows going forward, especially when it comes to, I know that it's cumbersome and it's really a tedious task to provide the earned value management type of formulas and analysis, because it's really frustrating. Sometimes you don't get the perfect data part of it because it's you're not collecting the data from the stakeholders accurately or on timely basis. So predictive project management would help you out with the earned value management. If you're establishing, for instance, or if you are building an AI agent for the earned value management analysis in particular, then you will be able to provide also predictive project management. The time to complete, the cost to complete, these type of analysis would be performed in a better manner. So technology. Under technology, you will be able to build AI-enabled PM tools, the project management tools that would be AI-enabled. So you'll be connecting SharePoint with Power Automate, with Power Apps, with different tools within your organization that would enable you to perform the project management tasks in a smoother and streamlined manner. You'll be able also to provide some dashboards and insights, by capitalizing on the data that you have already built and established. You'll be also able to build some conversational channels. So you will have that bot in front of you and you will be asking that bot at what stage we are now in this project, what are the risks involved within this project, what are the lessons learned that we have learned from that particular project based on this data, and you will be able to share the data sources with that particular model or that particular bot to provide you with accurate answers. Again, here, when it comes to data, you will be able to centralize all the data under one data lake, or data warehouse, all the PMO data in one centralized place. So you'll be able to fetch everything you need whenever you need it by having a conversational channel. See how they are very connected? You'll be also able to establish an analytical layer that will help you out with the dashboards and the insights of that dashboards. The governance, when it comes to governance, AI-supported governance framework, in terms of decision-making, in terms of prioritizing, in terms of funding decisions, all these things would be enabled by an AI-supported governance framework. So it will not be a normal thing. It will not go to the steering committee like before, but rather the data that will be fetched from the AI model would go to the steering committee. So they don't have really much of influence over the data because it's data driven, it's AI enabled, it's AI supported. Everything is very objective. It's not subjective anymore. It's not subject to their own personal agendas. Model validation and monitoring, you'll be able to monitor and validate the model every now and then just to make sure that all the results are accurate and all the results are credible. The last stage here is the continuous improvement for everything, literally. So here you will observe the role evolution of the people, for instance, from an AI assistant to an AI agent, the roles of the people themselves. They will be able to build AI agents at their own. They will be able to leverage AI in different use cases and in different scenarios. There will be a continuous learning ecosystem for everyone literally in the organization. That culture will be built, that culture will be established. Under the processes, there will be a continuous improvement engine for the processes themselves. So those processes would be automated. Everything will be automated. Governance will be automated. The technology and the data would be dynamic, and it will be integrated across different platforms. And there will be a knowledge repository for everything. So this is when it comes to the proposed roadmap for integrating AI into the project management office. I'm highlighting here, and I will not speak about each one of them, but I'm highlighting here some real examples of what can AI do in order to bridge the gaps that we have highlighted before, under the PMO or under the project management office, by highlighting all the problems that we can observe under each pillar of the operating model, and then some proposed solution and how can AI help with those problems. So it requires some courage. It requires a visionary leader to take that leap forward, to jump from the PMO today, the PMO that we have today, the conventional, the traditional PMO, to an AI-enabled PMO. It's a big leap forward, but it's doable. It could happen by different models and by different tasks. Here, I will stop and I will open the floor for the questions and answers. I hope that was useful.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Iman. I request all the participants drop all the questions in the chat box as we are open for Q&A for next 5 to 10 minutes. So drop your questions right away. Meanwhile, Iman, I'm just checking if we got any question across live platform. Just allow me a minute.
Sure.
There's a question from Ria asking, how do you ensure AI generated recommendations are reliable enough for decision making in fast moving project environments?
Very interesting question. No one can make sure that AI generated data is accurate for decision making. You have to sit at the end of the day because you're generating all of these insights and you're putting it in the lap of the steering committee at the end of the day. They have to decide. They have to implement also their expert judgment. So you as a PMO, you're collecting all the insights from the AI. And then those insights, you will be embedding your expert judgment into it by looking at the overall context, because some contextual data, the AI might not be able to generate for you, honestly. Yeah. The AI will not be able to identify let's say the political dynamics between A and B, that stakeholder has more power or influence than stakeholder two. So that type of insight or that type of judgment, you require an expert on the field and a human being who will be overlooking the data that was generated from the AI, and then he will put some or inject some of his expert judgments into the context, and then he will provide such data to the steering committee. So I think that would be ideal in a scenario where you have AI-enabled data. You will not rely fully on the AI data, but you will actually take it into a different, let's say, platforms for you to assess it and to make sure that it's credible and reliable. I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Iman. I can see that we have got concern regarding the presentation. I request all the participants do reach out to a learning advisor, as these are the presentation is a part of our learning system now. So I'll be sharing their contacts in the chat box. You can reach out to them directly. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, please drop it right away. And there's another question that we have got across live. Liam is asking, where do you project managers typically overestimate AI's capability during rollout, and how can they avoid these pitfalls?
Can you come again, please, Pritam?
Sure, sure. So, where do project managers typically overestimate AI's capabilities during rollout, and how can they avoid these pitfalls?
Very interesting question. How they can overestimate, or how can they prevent overestimating the capabilities of the AI, I think. Again, that depends on you. That depends how you read the data that comes out from the AI. That depends on your personal judgment and your expert judgment as a PMO at the end of the day. It really depends, yeah? So the AI would provide you with some objective data based on the data that he has already, and then there is contextual data that you only will be able to generate, you only would be able to understand. So don't overestimate. My recommendation to you and my advice here is that don't overestimate the credibility of the AI. The AI is not that credible at the end of the day. It's just a tool there. The thing is, you are leveraging AI to provide you with some objective data, yeah, in which personal judgments are not injected in, but personal judgments are essential, and personal judgments sometimes are really key and crucial to the decision-making process. There are things that AI cannot understand yet, yeah? So we need to embed that into the decision-making process, I think. Don't overestimate, I would say, but leverage AI to the extent that you can benefit from it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Emma, for answering all the questions that we have received so far. And I request all the participants, if you want to connect to Iman, I've already shared her LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. So feel free to reach out to her. And I can see the another question that we have got from Debata. Could you please suggest which AI tools are more suitable for project and task reporting, particularly those offering dashboards and analytics relevant to PMO functions?
There are a lot of AI tools. There are a lot, literally. And nowadays, there are a lot of PMO tools that are AI enabled. So there is an AI enabled tool inside that PMO tool. So Copilot, for instance, can be leveraged for the project management work. Copilot can be built, or AI agents can be built under Copilot in order for it to facilitate the project management and the status updates and the status reporting. And 8N is another tool for workflow automation, and that's really useful and it's really a great tool. Opal can be leveraged also. ChatGPT can be leveraged in different contexts. There is an AI tool that is embedded within the PMI website that is specifically there for the project managers registered under the PMI, and it can be leveraged. So there are a lot of things, honestly. And for each, let's say, for each use case, there could be a different use for a different use for a different tool. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Iman. Would you mind taking a last question, and then after that we can proceed with the closing?
Sure.
All right. So there's one more question that we have got. Hi, Aman. Thank you for sharing the roadmap. Can you expand more about the webinar we have attended about integrating updates of AI in PMO?
Okay, that one was interesting, honestly, because he was speaking about how we can integrate updates. You are using Copilot, and then the Copilot can enable the automation or the workflow automation between different platforms in which you have a SharePoint, you have Power Automate, you have Power Apps, all connected, and the Copilot would help you out in order for it to generate some data and some insights from all these connected tools. So let's assume that the SharePoint would contain all the project data that you have, all the lessons learned, all the risks that are there, the risk register, the stakeholder register, everything literally is there in the SharePoint itself. And you're able to connect that through a workflow automation by the Power Automate. Yeah, so you are able to communicate and to share all the status updates within that platform through the Power Automate that is enabled already, part of the Microsoft package. And then you have the Copilot. So the Copilot would help you out establishing AI agents, yeah, establishing AI agents that would enable the status updates to be sent on a specific timeline to specific stakeholders. Yeah, so you see the connection now. You have the SharePoint for the data, you have the Power Automate for the workflow automation, and then you have the Copilot for the AI agent. All of them are very connected in a way that it will be sending out status updates for the specific stakeholders in a specific date. This is how it was explained. I did not build it myself, to be very frank and to be honest with you, but I'm trying to build it in the next couple of days, probably. And at that time, I will be able to share more insights, probably. Yeah. Hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Amar. I think that's all the question that we have got so far. And thank you so much for answering all the questions. And we hope to see you again for another session at GSDC. So before I take the handover of the mic, we would love to hear final thoughts from you for all our participants today.
I think there are two different messages here. One for the project management audience and the other one's for the AI audience in the room. Although we were speaking about the marriage between AI and PMO, I think it's very essential to understand that the PMO would not survive without AI going forward. Yeah, this is one of the things that we need to understand as PMO community. And then as AI is not the future anymore, it's the present. We have to embrace it by hook or crook. If you are not embracing AI, you will be in a trouble, literally. So that's the message I would like to convey, and I hope it was a useful session for everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Iman, for sharing such a wonderful thought and very well said. Thank you so much. So I do have some quick announcement for all of you. So I'll be sharing my screen quickly to make that announcement. So this is regarding the today's featured session we had on. So we are providing this certification where you can opt out this using this promo code, which is Gen AI Pro 20 to get 20% off. You can opt out for this certified generative AI in project management certification. This certification is globally recognized one. You can get the learning resources where you'll be getting a lot of case studies to work on e-learnings and book of knowledge. The certifications are lifelong learnings, which gives you learning flexibility as well, and you'll be getting chance to connect with our training partner channel, and you'll be having a lot of opportunity to work on the capstone project, that is something real-time AI simulation practice. So do grab this opportunity as this offer is valid only till this weekend. So grab this opportunity. I've already shared the offer details, link, and the promo code in the chat box for your convenience. And this is regarding the utility tool. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% off, which is completely free for our only for our webinar attendees. So this tool will help you to build your personal brand. It will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skills score. Also, it will help you to build your AI generated resumes. So do check this out. This tool is so amazing. And here we are having another webinar series scheduled from 17 to 21st November 2025 on applied intelligence turning generative and agentic AI into real business impact. So please do join us as we do have amazing panel of speaker aligned for this. And this ISO and the learning development series, which will be continued, which is scheduled from, which will be for next week, 17 to 21st. We have this incredible of panel aligned for this series. So do join us with the time slot that is 8:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Singapore time. And as I said, ISO and learning and development, these series are running simultaneously. So this will be the same time zone and with the same dates. So do join us and refer your friends and colleagues to this. And also, we'll be continuing this AI implementation series where all the AI experts aligned for this who are giving us a live demo sessions with practical walkthroughs. So there's amazing discount going on. So do check this out. This will be happening at 10:30 a.m. Central, 12:30 a.m. Singapore time, 10 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So do join us. Check your time zone accordingly and do join us. Do not miss this. This is such an interesting sessions going on right now. And we do have these final winners. Let's congratulate to them. They have referred maximum people to our session. So referring people, it's something that you're taking step ahead and becoming a thoughtful leader, isn't it? So do refer maximum people to our sessions like this and be the winner, because winner will be getting rewards which is worth $400. Unfortunately, this our winner didn't reach 50 points. They have to at least earn 50 or more than 50 points to be winner. But better luck next time. Do refer maximum people for our upcoming sessions that I have made an announcement. So I have already shared all the registration link in the chat box, so you can get them registered through that. And also, in case if you want to be speaker for our upcoming event as a featured global speaker, as you all know that we do have a global platform like Learning Capsule, Webinar, and Podcast. So feel free to reach out to us. You can directly write to me at preetham@gsdconsole.org. You can send your speaker profile and I'll make sure that I'll get this reviewed. And we would love to connect with you all over LinkedIn. Check this QR. You can connect with us over LinkedIn through this. You can check our website, www.gsdconsole.org, to get more information on certifications and to check all the offerings. Connect with us over the WhatsApp group to get daily update on event, webinar, boot camps that we often conduct for all of you. And please do share your valuable feedback on Trustpilot. I've already shared the link in the chat box. And thank you so much for joining today's session and supporting us throughout this week. I hope to see you all for the upcoming session as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, Iman. Bye, everyone. Take care.